Hey, we're out here on the range today working with this Ruger precision rifle. I have 4 different boxes of ammo, including 3 from Creedmoor Sports. Let's take a look at what we got. Alright, so we have this Norma match firing the Sierra Match King 168 grain bullet. This shot really well in this rifle. Gave me a 1/4 inch group, 1/4 MOA group. But I wanted to try some of this Lapua brass 308 Winchester Creedmoor ammunition. So I bought a couple boxes. We have the same bullet, loaded by Creedmoor, 168 grain Sierra hollow point boat tail. We have the 167 grain Lapua Skinner hollow point or boat tail hollow point. And lastly, we have a 168 grain Hornady hollow point boat tail. I'm firing 5-shot groups from each of these at 200 yards from the prone position. I suppose there's quite a few opinions on firing sequence.
Yards.
Now, before any of this stuff was recorded,
Parallax, 200.
I knew the range, 200 yards, set the parallax to 200 yards, and this rifle is more or less zeroed for 200 yards,
indicator.
so I didn't have to adjust elevation. Now, one of the things that I do have to do, and it's very important, shot after shot, is to adjust and check if you're canting that rifle.
Lower left target.
Breathing, extremely important. I usually like to take 3 deep breaths, and I don't always fire at a complete exhale or a complete full set of lungs. What I do is I use my breathing as I exhale or inhale. I use that breathing to help me align those sights. Now you'll notice that I'm shooting off of a backpack. This is something that if you're a hunter, you probably are carrying it anyway. So I get into the practice of shooting off my backpack. Consider each individual shot your first shot. Starting over from scratch. Breathing, slow, deep breaths. You don't want to breathe quickly because that's going to almost make you hyperventilate and really start moving that rifle. Nice follow through. Don't release the trigger right away. Make that a conscious effort. I try to cycle the bolt with as little movement on my part as possible. This is round 3. You know, sometimes you got to readjust that cheek weld. Eye fatigue happens even on a fantastic scope like the Schmidt-Benders. But let's look here at the trigger. There, I've taken out the trigger mechanism, applied just a little bit of extra pressure, and we've sent it. You should be able to call your shots. What I mean by that is memorize, get that mental picture of exactly where the sights were when you squeeze the trigger. That one felt fantastic. Now we're on round number 4. Same process. Make this a routine. Now for some folks, you might disagree with my approach to this, but this is what I use, and if you're new at shooting, give it a try. If you don't like it, make some changes to it to make it your process. Now let's look at this from the other angle. Safety's job 1, make sure that mag's empty, make sure that the chamber's empty, put that gun back on safe, and we're all set. Let's take a look at the results. You know, I started the first 5-shot group. I used the Norma Match 308, firing the Sierra Match King bullets. This was my 5-shot group off of the prone position. And what I'm going to do on all these cases, I'm going to do 2 measurements. I'm going to do extreme spread for the entire 5-shot group, and then I'm going to do extreme spread for the smallest 3-shot group. You know, when you shoot in an offhand position, prone, whatever it happens to be, I'll say unsupported, without a rifle rest, without a bench, there's going to be much more of your own error introduced than there would be if you are firing off of a bench. So in that case, I usually measure both the full 5-shot group and a smaller 3-shot group to accommodate for my errors. So the Norma Sierra bullets, I would say that the extreme spread is from here to here on the 5-shot, and for the 3-shot, I'd say it's from here to here. Let's go ahead and measure those. We're going to go edge to edge, and then we're going to subtract 0.308 from it. Okay, this one here is 2.8345. I'll write that about here, 2.8345 for the 5-shot group, and then for the 3-shot group, we'll remeasure that. That's a 1.275. Remember, these are 200-yard shots. So this one right here, the 3-shot, is well under MOA. This one's going to be slightly over MOA for the 5-shot. Secondly, I fired the Hornady bullets in this Creedmoor ammo, and that's this group over here. Now the last one, and before I talk about that one, I'm going to show you some trends that are going on. Number one, while I'm holding on bull here, we're seeing that, you know, maybe the group is flying pretty good elevation-wise, but we're definitely shooting to the right. I didn't make any adjustments to the scope. I just wanted to fire these groups. But then I came over here to fire the last group, again with the Creedmoor ammo, and this time the 168 grain Sierra hollow point boat tail bullets. And again, holding here, I saw the same string of shots to the right. Luckily, all 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, touched the paper. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been sure, because this cardboard backer has been used for quite a few different little range sessions. But we got 5 shots here, and that's really impressive. In fact, these 2 were touching. So this is going to be our best 3-shot group right here, and our 5-shot is going to be either here to here or there. Let's take a look. 5-shot group. .9985. That's more than an inch at 200 yards. We're talking about half MOA from the prone position. Overall, I'm seeing that this gun shoots pretty consistently. Likes those 168s. I know the 178s were too long. I fired those and we did a video on that before. I'm starting to think that it really likes these Sierra bullets. It fired the Sierra bullets always. It shot those things really well. These Scanars are really nice. I think I'd like to put this off of the bench and see how it does on all of these one more time to give this a test. We pretty much had no wind today. A couple of little bit of gusty periods. Maybe it got up to 7, 8, 9 miles an hour. Pretty much wasn't shooting. At that time, I'd wait for it to slow down. Those other times, it was almost an imperceptible wind, about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Ranged from maybe 65 to 70 during the time that I fired all these. I took a break in between each one, let the gun cool a little bit. So I think that there's a pretty good test between all of these different types of ammunition. Again, Ruger Precision Rifle, performing very consistently, shooting very accurately. I'm going to run the numbers on this and calculate MOA, and we'll report that in the video. While I'm not ready to proclaim the Sierra Match King as king of this rifle, right now it looks like a very promising bullet. The Sierra Match King gave us the best 3-shot group and the best 5-shot group.